It's gapping up this morning. Low float pharma stock. Having a bit of a retracement down to VWAP at the moment. As we can see, on the daily, it's really been in a bit of a downtrend, and then actually, I would say about a month or so ago, made a huge gap down from 7 to nearly $2. I think the high on that was 248, so from about 7 to 250, and then been in a downtrend. Say, put a little bit of a resistance line at that 248 range. I mean, if it breaks that, it's got a gap to fill to probably almost $4. It's getting good volume, getting a lot of tension. I mean, a bit of a retracement right now, but holding VWAP just at the moment. Did have a little bit of a consolidation at the 2 range. See if it holds. See if it holds that. Just draw this out. So could have broken up or broke out from, I don't know, nearly $1.15 all the way up past 2 to 217, and kind of within this range of that $2, 248. It's definitely going to need to hold VWAP for a big move on the open. I mean, ultimately, it's just going to need to climb past that 250 level, and then it's got plenty of room. I mean, kind of the longer term bottom of the gap, immediate bottom of the gap is to 7. So the volume's decent. And I think there's, if we look at 5-minute, kind of going to pull back too. It's holding VWAP, which is the important thing. I think it's, I mean, obviously one to watch for sure. You just got to pay attention to the levels. For sure, the $2 and VWAP range. Breakdown of that, it's going to be a little bit weaker, and you're going to have to probably step back. On the flip side, you know, if we can break this 230, we're going to get probably some momentum up to 248, and then once you break 248, it's got a lot of room to fill. I mean, it does have a history of some big candle days. I mean, it had something, what is that, in November, from 4 to high of nearly 850. So it has the potential. Just got to watch that $2 VWAP range, and then also the 248 to 250 range. All right, let's look at MITQ. This is gapping up on some news from yesterday. Kind of are teetering in right now that 158 range, 158 level, kind of a previous daily level. It made a move up a few days, or a few months ago rather, up to like the $2 range over the course of a couple days on big volume. So it's not necessarily going to be one that's as explosive, although it is low float entertainment. It does have the potential. We might have some shorts in at that 145 right now, but I feel like the biggest possible squeeze is going to be at that like $2 range. And we've touched 177. I think the volume's just kind of light right now, and I think with this other VLON stock, it might not get as big of an attention that it needs for another break. I mean, it definitely needs a break of that 172 level in order for a bigger move to the upside. On the flip, possibly it's that 1.5 range that if it breaks down, if it breaks past that, then it might break down. Might find support at 145. Other than that, looking like 135. So I mean, it has a little bit of potential, but it's gonna be hard to compete with VLON. Let's look at CYN. This one gapped up yesterday. We were watching yesterday. For the most part, held up. It's kind of trading around that $2 range. A little bit choppy though. Slow float. So you see a lot of volatility. Really, the level that it's going to need to break is a 229, like 228, 225, really almost. Volume is really low right now. So it doesn't seem like it's going to get the big enough push for a move on the upside. Although who knows, it might slowly grind. I think as of right now, the way it's looking, it's probably going to come out flat, and then depending on, if it's a slow grind up to 225, maybe a move on the upside. Otherwise, if it breaks this 190 level, we might see just it kind of fade and consolidate in the 190, between 190 and 175. I think the biggest one to really pay attention to is the VLON. It seems to have the most attention, low float, with a gap on the chart, on the daily chart. So it's probably going to draw a lot of attention from buyers. So I would say it's the one to watch today.